Whenever I'm ordering slimes, I always come across scam slimes. Now, the concept for this is there are genuine websites with genuine photos, and those photos are taken off those websites and then used in various listings for slimes that quite frankly look nothing like it. So I've decided to order from some of those listings as well as the genuine products and compare the two together. Before we start this video, I also wanted to say that I've just launched my slime shop, and these are a few of the slimes that will be available in today's stock. Of course, we have to start the video with the weirdest slime that I got. And first of all, the genuine slime is called Marmalade Messiness, and this is from GTslimecreation. They're an Italian slime shop, and this slime was really nice. It smelled like a super good, realistic orange scent. The base texture is a jelly slime, but it had a slight bit of texture in there, and I think it was slight netting, but it added really good ASMR and a really interesting textural difference in the slime. On to the strangest scam slime I have ever gotten. This arrived in a glove, actually in perfect condition. It was a really interesting one because it was tied together by what looks like a hair bobble, but it was so kind of like hard on there you could not take off. So I don't know if they sealed this with glue, but it was a very interesting one. So you have to chop this open by the end. It had 2 layers, and I did find this was kind of like a memory foam, so every time you pushed it in it would just bounce back up. So it was a fun one to play with. You could even just keep it like this, but I chopped off the edges and this looked like something out of a horror movie. It looked like it was alive. It was actually very, very creepy to mix in, but very fun nonetheless. It wasn't scented, but the slime itself was really good. It was super glossy. Like, it wasn't sticky at all, but it was quite hard to get the clay out of the glove. That is the one complaint I have of this. I actually did really like the slime though. If it came in a different packaging, I would genuinely buy this. So the next slime was meant to resemble a pizza, and again this was in a glove, so it's not very pizza looking, and a bit of the slime had dripped out and stuck to the original packaging, which is the only kind of fault with it. In terms of the colour palette, I do guess it is kind of similar. The middle part was a clear slime, there was a bit of white in there, and there was also some yellow clay. When I mixed it up, the clay really melted down the mixture and it became super sticky, so even though the activator didn't come with the pack, I did add some just to make it a fair test, and it ended up looking like this. Surprisingly, it wasn't very clay slime feeling, but it was okay. And then for the actual slime itself, it came with so many different components. I absolutely loved it. I started off with the pizza dough. I did add a bit of flour to it beforehand, so it looked like a real pizza. And then I added my jelly slime in. And then I topped it with the white slime, which kind of feels a bit jiggly. It's not very thick, but it kind of resembles mozzarella. And then it comes with some brown shadow, some basil leaves, and also a knife to chop it up. So this is me mixing it in. It was super easy. It did stick to the paper a bit, so I recommend doing this off the paper. But in terms of photos and videos, it made it super nice, and it ended up with a butter slime. package came with 2 activators and a slime care sheet. Next up, we have SlimeShady's Unicorn Gummy, and this is a gorgeous pink jelly slime. It also comes with really complementary charms, and the 2 colors mixed together just look absolutely stunning. The slime itself is really juicy, and like you can see, it's pretty clear as well for a jelly slime, and this is scented like fresh laundry. The Scam Slime came in this big black circular box. It kind of looks like what a takeout box would look like, and all the slimes themselves were wrapped in tin foil, so they did kind of merge on the outside, but surprisingly on the inside they did pretty well. This one obviously has a completely different texture to the genuine slime. This is a white based slime and it also has black balls in it. The original one had some rainbow slices and it was also a jelly texture. If I was judging this slime alone, I would just say it wasn't very stretchy, but overall the slime was quite nice and quite pretty and it smelled like strawberries. Galaxy Float came in 2 parts, with a clear purple base and then a top part which was an icy slime. And mixed together, these 2 textures make a jelly slime. So not only do you get a DIY aspect, but you also get the fun of mixing it in and then a whole nother texture at the end and a very, very nice slime. The scent of this was actually very similar to the genuine slime, so I will give it that. This was the only slime in the Scam Slimes package that leaked. So like you can see, I think it had a bit of a clear base as well, but a lot of that leaked out. So we were just kind of left with the icy, which was very rippy. But yeah, this is also blue, so none of it was purple. I don't know if the colors bled, but this is it when I kind of got all the clear slime off the sides. It didn't end up with a jelly slime. Next up we have Stitch Butter, which comes as a creamy blue butter slime with a pineapple Hawaiian scent. And this is super creamy, comes with flower thermos and also a stitch charm. The Scam Slime came flat as a pancake and it was a butter slime, which was very, very good. And it was very airy. It came with lots and lots of fluff in it. And like you can see, it can still hold its shape really well when you move it around. And this was scented like mango. For extras, I got a slime care sheet, borax, and some sweets. The next shop up is SlimeGlitterz, and like we can see on the left is the genuine slime, and this is a really nice cloud slime. It's a clear base slime and it creates this really good effect where it kind of looks juicy. It's scented like a sugary lime drink and it smells really, really good. When you mix the colors together, they're also super complementary. They mixed them more of a green color, which surprised me. I thought they'd end up being kind of turquoise, but it was a bit kind of rippy, so I added a slight bit of activator that arrived with the package and it came super drizzly again and it was super, super nice. The Scam Slime arrived in a huge container. It had about 9 ounces of slime if I had to guess, and on the bottom it had these little crystals. So the colors were gorgeous. They stayed intact as well, which I was really impressed with. The top of the slime was also super thick and nice, but when I tried to take it out and kind of mix it in, it was just staying in the same place, and this surprised me, and the bottom was completely frozen. So I was thinking, is this cold? And I put it in the microwave, it didn't heat up, didn't change, and then I just found it was super rippy. So I don't know what exactly happened here, but there is no snow in this. It's super rippy. It actually looks like crystals, which I found quite fun, and kind of like breaking apart the pieces was also quite satisfactory. The next slime is a white-based cloud slime, and this was a really cool texture as well. This one didn't need any activator because white glue cloud slimes don't normally need that. And like you can see here, it's a really thick slime. It was scented like a kind of artificial chocolate scent, which for around Christmas really reminds me of advent calendars. And when you mix this up, it's super, super fluffy. Like you can see here, as soon as I start pulling it, it becomes a cloud slime, and this is it instantly. Again, the scam slime came in these huge tubs. This came with way less slime this time, probably about 5 ounces. So overall, it was not good. And this one was really crystallized on the top this time. I don't know what was happening with these slimes, but this one was kind of hard throughout. And like you can see, it just did not mix up. So this was not nice. It was also not as dark as the original slime and also didn't have the texture and was super rippy. The next slime has some of the best ASMR I've ever heard. This is a sand-based slime, and I think this is my first proper professional one that I've tried. It's scented with the perfect beach blend. It says on the website that it's scented like lime, but to me it really smells like when you go to the beach and just breathe in the air, and it's super fresh. The next slime really confused me because it came with bubbles on the top, so I thought this would be super fresh, and then when I opened it, it just fell over the table. So I had to make this from scratch and pour in some sand and then pour the slime on top. Next up, we have another great ASMR sound from this shop, and this is the lava rock slime, which is really clever because this is called Santa's coal and they do quite look like coal. It's also scented like peppermint, and it comes in a white glue based slime, which is unusual for this type of texture, but was fun and still crunchy, but not quite as crunchy as with clear slimes. I found this scam slime quite fun. You get a white base and then you get to pour the water on top and then mix it all up, so you get to see all the colors changing, and I found this really, really good, and the end slime actually ended up good as well. The next slime is a thick base clear slime, and this comes with pigment in it. At first it does look grey when it's not in the sunlight, but as soon as you put it in the sunlight you can see the colour reflecting, and it's so light, but it's beautiful, and it's just a hint, but so stunning. And it's quite unusual for slime shots to put this little, but it really does make a huge difference, and like you can see, it's absolutely breathtaking. I loved this, and I also thought the scent was really nice. It was just a super clean, fresh scent. The scam slime got the texture mildly right, but it honestly wasn't completely correct. It was a clear slime, but it wasn't thick at all, and also had no pigment or scent in it whatsoever. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!